Hey there, golf lovers. Looking to step up your game? Let me tell you about Mollybox, the ultimate golf subscription box. Every month, Mollybox sends you a box packed with premium golf gear, accessories, and stylish apparel, all delivered right to your door. Imagine getting top-tier apparel and more, all handpicked just for you. With Mollybox, you'll stay ahead of the game and boost your performance. It's like having a personal caddy in a box. So why wait? Join the Mollybox family today. Head over to mollybox.com and use your limited time promo code ROGUE25, ROGUE, ROGUE 25 for 25% off your first box. That's mollybox.com.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. The Waco History Podcast is sponsored by Brotherwell Brewery on historic Bridge Street in Waco.
Welcome to the Waco History Podcast. We're going to air for you over the next few months a special series of Waco History Living Stories. These were segments that were originally aired on KWVU here in Waco. They were produced by the Institute for Oral History editor, Michelle Holland, and narrated by two fabulous narrators, Louis Maze and Kim Patterson. And so these highlight oral histories from the collection of the Institute for Oral History at Baylor University, which I direct, which has been around since 1970 and has over 1,000 interviews related to Waco and McLennan County history, and we're happy to highlight those here. In this living story, we'll hear more about that community institution of a pawn shop.
I'll walk straight in old San Antone.
Pawnbroking, or lending money on portable security, is one of the world's oldest professions. It can be traced back to ancient Greece and the Roman Empire in the West and to China 3,000 years ago in the East. Hank Josephs of Corpus Christi remembers he got the idea to change his family's dry goods store into a pawn shop during World War II.
Our sergeant would lend the guys $5 on their watches, their service watches, and when they got paid 2 weeks later, they'd pay him back $10. I said, that's a hell of a deal. I went in on that deal.
Josephs recalls one of the more bizarre stories that came out of the shop.
The one in which a guy walked in and said, I want to borrow $5 on my eye. Had a prosthetic eye. Pulled it out of his head. He'd gotten it in the service. Says, I want $5. I need a bottle of wine. So I loaned him $5 on the wine. So people came in later. He never did come back. People came in later and said, what's the strangest thing you ever took in? I pulled out the box with the eye in it. I said, here. And showed him the prosthetic eye. It was a beautiful brown eye with veins running through it. So we had some farmers come in, and they had seen the eye, and they were looking for a wedding set. And I told them, if they bought a wedding set, I'd give them the eye. So sure enough, they bought a wedding set. I gave them the eye, and that was the last of that.
Robert Cogswell of Austin explains a problem he had in the 1970s.
I had this sophisticated instrument, but I was not a sophisticated guitar player. And I worried about my guitar. It was such a nice instrument that I didn't want it to get stolen. So I carried it with me a lot of the time, even when I was riding bicycles. And I was worried about it getting smashed or broken or damaged. It was an unhealthy relationship for a person who was already married. It was like I had this guitar on the side.
Cogswell describes finding a $15 answer to his dilemma hanging in a pawn shop.
This Gretsch was made of something like 3/8-inch plywood. It didn't pick up sound very well. In other words, it's a very quiet guitar, which is perfect for a person who can't play well.
He relates how he was a bit apprehensive at first to purchase it.
I said, this guitar is not the way it was when it was built. It's much better. The person who owned it really loved it. because it's worn at this point and it's worn at that point, and he has adjusted the nut and he's adjusted the strings so that they fit this guitar right. So that person loves this guitar, and I don't want to buy it out from under that person if he's coming back to get it. And he said, nope, you can buy this one. The guy who left that guitar has pawned it here 5 times. And he brought it in this time and said, okay, you can sell it this time, because I'm taking this money straight to the bus station and I'm going back home to Kentucky.
The recent economic slump has boosted business for pawn shops and has led to the appearance of online pawnbrokers. The industry has also been aided by popular TV shows like Pawn Stars.
Thanks for listening to the Waco History Podcast. Like what you heard? Subscribe, rate, and review our show on iTunes so we can reach more listeners. You can find show notes and info on every episode at wacohistorypodcast.com, and more info on Waco's past at wacohistory.org. Our theme music, used with permission, is Cross the Brazos at Waco, performed by the late Billy Walker. For more info on Billy's music, go to billywalker.com. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Hey there, golf lovers. Looking to step up your game? Let me tell you about Mollybox, the ultimate golf subscription box. Every month, Mollybox sends you a box packed with premium golf gear, accessories, and stylish apparel, all delivered right to your door. Imagine getting top-tier apparel and more, all handpicked just for you. With Mollybox, you'll stay ahead of the game and boost your performance. It's like having a personal caddy in a box. So why wait? Join the Mollybox family today. Head over to mollybox.com and use your limited time promo code ROGUE25, ROGUE, ROGUE 25 for 25% off your first box. That's mollybox.com.